Hello everyone, welcome back to another A Page a Day. We're on to day 3 of learning Bartok Violin Sonata and we're on to page 3. So let's go. Now page 3 is an entirely different section because it doesn't feel connected to page 2, and in fact it's like a callback to page 1. In page 1 we started and in page 3 we have It's almost like in traditional sonatas, this would be considered development section of a traditional sonata. In fact, in terms of key, I know we don't have a key signature, but since we started off with a G minor chord, here this is a B major chord. So we can sort of think of it as we're moving from a relative minor G minor to a relative major B major. So I guess you can consider this development. My music theory is not the strongest. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So everything we've learned from page 1 to page 2, the subdividing, the pitch, the enharmonic notes, you would probably get used to it by now, and this page is just continuation of all that. If you continue to subdivide, if you continue to look at the notes carefully and think of another name of the note, it will make it much easier for you to actually learn this page. So let's go. So this is line number 1, and I will just continue to subdivide in eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2, 3, 4. Now for fingering in bar 53, it's suggested 3-4 on C sharp and A natural. It's a very good fingering, I would use that. But for the last two, I would use 1-2-1-2 and just 3-4 on the D sharp B. So this is how it looks like. So that it's quicker. So it starts off with normal 16 notes, bam, bam, and then triplets, ba, da, 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 and then 30-second notes, di, 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 da, da, di, di, da. So it's just a written accelerando. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how you play this passage. Now, this chord here with the harmonics, it would be difficult if you have let go after the first chord. If you let go of this and you try to play the next one, it will be very difficult. But if you don't let go, then this F sharp D natural is the same interval as B natural G. And once you find that, you just have to put down second finger, touch G string and D string, where the harmonic are. Then you will get the chord. So 2, 2, 3, 4. And the interval on the upper two notes all the way till the second line, bar 56, the pinky interval stays the same. So it's not that difficult. In the bass, there's a B natural. This is on 5th position, so you can find it easily. For the A sharp, I use second finger, but I'm thinking B flat. And again, another written accelerando. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So. Now there's a lot of fifths in this page. Fifths in violin means you have to use the same finger to play on 2 strings. But because our fingers are curved, it's very difficult to play two strings at the same time in tune. What I find is that if you use the edge of the finger on the lower string and then use the meatier part of the finger on the upper string, then the fifth come out a little bit more in tune. So my finger is the finger edge is on G string, and then the meatier part is on D string. But everybody's finger shape is different, so you might want to find something that works for you. But I think everyone with practice can play fifths more or less in tune. So now in second line, this sequence, this is a sequence here, is a very cool sounding sequence, and I love this place, but it's very hard to play in tune. How I think about it is, this is G sharp, the written fingering is third finger, it's a good fingering. Now when I practice with finger octave first, so that I can find the bass G sharp, and G sharp to the top note B natural is actually a 10th. Notice I don't lift up my third finger yet. The reason being, this G sharp finger octave and this is B finger octave. If you practice like this, and change the sequence, this is how I practiced it to make it in tune. And I don't lift up third finger because the very last note of this bar is still a G sharp. So, and then the next bar, F double sharp, is a G natural. And second finger half step down for the A sharp. And from G sharp, F double sharp is a G natural with first finger. And the top note is an A. Now I know this is A because from F double sharp, which is a G natural, to A is one full step. So this is what it sounds like. You need to always think of the notes in relation to each other, then you won't lose track of them. So this is from bar 57. This is a sequence. For rhythm, I'm still counting eighth notes. So 1, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2. So this is from bar 53 to bar 60. Some notes are still quite out of tune. I need to practice this, but in general, this is the general shape of this passage. Now moving on to bar 61, if you see the arrow down, that means you have to play the chord in reverse. So most of the time we play chords from bass to soprano, but now we do it in reverse because the melody is inversed. I think this is called inversion. So this is how it looks like. Now in bar 61, at the last two 30-second notes, I don't know if the bass note is an A natural or A sharp, But if I have to, because of the beginning of bar 61, there is an A sharp 1 octave higher, but I don't know if that affects the bass in G string. Because if you look at bar 58, there is an A sharp on this A string. But the next A, which is 1 octave lower, I think the most logical A is an A natural, because it's not possible to play this. So if accidentals does not carry over different registers, then bar 61, the G string A has to be an A natural. But I might be wrong. If you know, please let me know also. Anyway, so this is bar 61. And starting from bar 67, it's actually still this theme. It's taking the last half of the theme of the opening, basically. Or a more obvious example would be bar 5. So, dum, ba ba bum, ba ba bum. This theme gets fragmented and expanded. And Pumoso means play a little bit faster. Other note equals to 60 means eighth note equals to 120. So it's slightly faster. And in bar 69, this chord here, I will play it in reverse because of the melodies in the bass. Now this interval here, C natural to E, is kind of far. If you cannot reach it, you're probably not bringing your elbow in far enough. And also for these big intervals, I just extend my pinky fully and adjust using my index finger. So your index finger actually have more room to extend. So bring in your elbow, extend pinky, and use your index finger to tune. And the rhythm is pretty simple. Da, da da da, da da da, da da da, da da da. Now 74, we're moving into another musical idea. And for the double stops, it looks very difficult, but actually I'm only focusing on one note, because this interval, you just need to put your fingers close together, and every interval, every double stop here is the same interval. So even the one with pinky. So actually in my mind, I'm just thinking, triplets with an open A string, and that's page 3. So this is page 3 in action. So there you go. This is page 3 of the Solo Violin Sonata. There's still a lot of things I have to work on, but this is the general picture and this is how I would practice it. It's a lot of things happening, and for me to play in tune, I have to like put quite a bit of time in it still. So learning the notes and the rhythm is actually the first step, and then comes the polishing, which can take a long time depending on how you practice and how fast you pick things up. But it's definitely a piece worth practicing, and this page is really fun to play, even though it's super difficult. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. See you tomorrow for page 4. See you.